What's up, y'all? It's Emile Ennis Jr. back here with Clevver News. And Gabrielle Union just opened up about how the ongoing pandemic and racial inequality has affected her mental health and well-being.
Gabrielle spoke out in a new interview with Women's Health magazine, and before we get into everything she talked about, I just want to issue a trigger warning. We will be discussing some heavy topics like sexual assault, PTSD, and anxiety, so please only keep watching if you feel comfortable doing so. We've also linked some resources down in the description in case you or anyone you know needs them. Alright, so in the beginning of the article, Gabrielle speaks openly about how she is a rape survivor and how she still lives with PTSD from the assault. Over the past few years, Gabrielle has been open with fans about how she was sexually assaulted at gunpoint when she was only 19 years old in the back of the Payless store where she worked. The assault prompted her to become an advocate for other rape survivors, and in her 2017 book, Gabrielle got candid about her traumatic experience and how she advocates for others, saying, quote, "I am grateful I was raped in an affluent neighborhood with an underworked police department and an underutilized rape crisis center. The fact that one can be grateful for such things is ridiculous. I know this now because I've spent time lobbying Congress and state legislators about the treatment of rape victims. I've seen the worst case scenarios and they are devastating. Now I can appreciate the care with which I was handled. Now I know it rarely happens that way, and it really rarely happens that way for Black women." Now in her new Women's Health interview, Gabrielle revealed that the events of 2020 have really triggered her PTSD from this experience. She said, quote, "The combination of a pandemic and this racial reckoning alongside being inundated with images of the brutalization of Black bodies has sent my PTSD into overdrive. There's just terror in my body." Gabrielle went on to say that during these tough times, she's been utilizing her coping mechanisms to help her get through. She said, quote, "I break out my emotional fix-me toolkit and I try to run through all the situations. I call it my what's the likelihood of X happening method. If I'm fearful about going into a store because I'm anxious about being robbed, I'll make myself feel better by going to one where there will be witnesses to cut down those chances. It's been this way since '92. It's just something I do, second nature." In this interview, Gabrielle also spoke out about her highly publicized America's Got Talent exit last fall. The show failed to renew Gabrielle's contract for another season in November of last year, allegedly after she spoke out against racism on set. And then earlier this year, she filed a harassment complaint against AGT judge Simon Cowell and NBC, calling the network, quote, "a snake pit of racial offenses." Her complaint opened a floodgate of other entertainment industry related testimonials similar to hers. Gabrielle said that she had tons of people reaching out to her with similar painful stories. She said, quote, "All of these people came through the door. How do I create a larger movement to address all this trauma and all this harm? I can't just swallow the information I now have." And when it comes to whether or not she's seen a shift towards racial equality, Gabrielle said that she's, quote, "not going to factor in change I have yet to see." She went on saying, "For the most part, across all industries, you see the same power structure that existed before George Floyd. All of these initiatives that people are so excited about, if the people at the top haven't changed and they're not interested in creating more space up here, how far are these people that we're bringing in going?" And so Gabrielle said that she is continuing to do her best to support and promote other Black folks as best she can amid the ongoing Black Lives Matter movement. Whether it's her affordable hair care products and clothing collection, or how she's constantly on the lookout for books and scripts by Black writers to adapt and produce, Gabrielle has made it her priority to support other Black creatives in her professional life. Even for the cover of this Women's Health magazine shoot, Gabrielle revealed on Instagram that it's her, quote, "first cover shot by a Black woman," and that it's the first time she's worn her own natural hair for a cover. And she concluded the article saying that she's always maintained the mentality that, quote, "we're not free until everyone is free." And fans have been taking to Twitter to share their thoughts on this interview and to thank Gabrielle for her honesty and vulnerability. One person wrote, quote, "Wow, I just read Gabrielle Union's new article and her bravery, strength, and resilience should not go unnoticed. It takes serious courage to be able to talk about those experiences, and she is definitely helping others by being so honest. Thank you, Gab." Another fan chimed in saying, "No one talks about Gabrielle Union's strength. Why do Black women have to deal with like that?" And this fan said, "She is so strong for sharing all this. So many people are having a really tough year for one reason or another, so this piece means a lot to us." And we couldn't agree more. This is just another good reminder that you never know what someone's going through or what silent battle they're fighting, but we have to look out for one another and support each other. So thank you, Gabrielle, for that very important reminder.
But if you want more on Gabrielle Union, click right over here for another Clevver News video, and feel free to send some love to Gabrielle down in the comment section below, and of course, check out the latest issue of Women's Health. I'm your host, Emile Ennis Jr., and I'll see you soon right back here on Clevver News. Bye, guys.